Hi guys, Presley here. So I just want to say thank you to the persons who took the time out to watch my video, and those who reached out to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It has been quite a journey for me. Now, a number of persons have reached out to me saying, "Hey, why are you laughing so much in your video? And why are you and Perry laughing so much?" Now, one, the story that I share, it's not an easy story to share. That's one. Time past, I would have broken down in several times sharing this story. So the fact that I'm able to laugh about it now and to make fun of it now, that's a big deal for me. Now, first and foremost, this is my journey, my story, and I can share it however I want. I'm not trying to force anybody to believe me or convince anybody to believe me. I'm just sharing what I went through, my experience. So, I mean, if you think I'm laughing too much, well, truth be told, you really don't have to watch it if you don't want to. But again, I'm just basking in the moment, the fact that it's past and gone. Gone are the days when I was depressed, when I was suffering with anxiety and the whole works, and would break down and cry for absolutely nothing, literally. But anything that reminds me of it, even if it's a show, I would break down and cry. So the fact that I'm able to laugh about it now, it's progress for me. So I will continue to laugh about it, and I will continue to share it how I want to share it in whatever way. I'm not going to try to look depressed or downcast to please anybody, or for anybody to say, "Oh, him look sad here, so someone believe him, not look too sad here, so someone believe it." No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just sharing my story. So, again, appreciate it, and love you guys for watching, love you guys for sharing, love you guys for taking the time out to reach out to me, for those who did. And I want to say a huge thank you to Perry Cummings Jr., who took the liberty of sharing this story with me by, really interviewing me and really allowing me to share on this platform. Thank you, Perry. Hats off to you. Enough love and respect, bro. And peace out to everybody. Stay tuned. We're about to go into part two.
We're back here, guys, with Presley Smith, sharing his experience as to what he went through a few years ago, being accused of being sexually involved with a minor, a male minor. But we're getting to know more about the situation. By this point in time, he's found in prison, basically, in a very desirable situation. Presley Smith, tell us more.
Yeah. So, as I said earlier, so like you have one little toilet looking thing, but it doesn't work. So they had another cell where you go to defecate and stuff. So when I was there, now everybody is say, "Oh," so I'm go there, I'm gonna say 5 other males in the cell. So one up on the one of the thing up the cell, one they down the cell, and apparently one other one they sit down near to the other one, and one day over one side there's a sit down. So it was like, so I would have been the sixth person in that little cell, right? And I'm like, so I have to stay there, so because Marky, I've never slept anywhere outside of my bed, other than when we go camping. But when you go camping, so they have one little mattress. So I don't know what it is like to sleep on
a
floor,
concrete.
Never.
And this time your parents don't hear nothing from you.
Nobody heard anything from me.
And it's now going into a different day.
And now this is a totally different day, right? Now I was there thinking, come here, say, I'm a poor man, I know. Me know say fear pressure could have go sky high, because my mother does travel with pressure. I mean, say fear pressure go sky high. Everybody probably a panic, and my mother, and I say, oh, once me go anywhere, I say, me I come back. Me I come back. Say, if you don't see me, you know there's something wrong. Definitely. And if me now come back, me I'll call and say, change your plans. You get what I'm saying? So I was there now, and I'm like, what the hell? Then now, they don't want people, me I try to say, yo, more people, the man them laugh off for me, and I say, yo, you have to get a buckler, brother. So I say, oh God, now this must have been to upper half a tree, and nobody have found out, and the same thing. So one of them give me one buckle, one water buckle, and they have, and him give me it. I say, well, you can take the water buckle, yes, brother. So Mark you, at the same clothes on me inner from the day before, teeth no brush, nothing. So I'm here somebody with sinus, you know, so I'm always conscious of my breath because sinus is having, you know?
Bad breath.
So, teeth now, bro, same clothes by now. Told me fret, me supposed to sweat out the whole of the clothes and so I know me stink. And everything. And I'm there and I'm like still wondering, God, what really I going? When me I go wake up? Because this is a dream. This can't real. Right? And to be honest, me I wait for somebody come say this is a prank. I kid you not. Come here and say this cannot be real.
Jamaica, you're there.
Junior, me I say this can't real, Junior. I kid you not. This can't real. So, like, there, and get the back, you know. So the man said, let's go in and turn your back. And so I turn my back and I said, Shasha, what is my come to you? What is my life come to? And everything. And at the same time now, then the question they start. Where you there for? And I say, here we go again.
Jesus.
Here we go again. Then now, on top of that now, you thought I sell. God say, yo, Pastor, you that? So I say, yo, you don't know me. I say, no. He might say, are you, man, man, yo, you can preach, you know, brother. You can preach. And this is in Falmouth. This is in Falmouth now. And I say,
Falmouth Chilani. So
Falmouth Chilani.
They would have recognize.
And that's where I was at the Falmouth Chilani. I was at the Falmouth station. I remember I was pastoring in Bunkersville, Chilani.
Exactly. So you're familiar.
So they would have been familiar with me in Chilani. And remember, when me there Chilani pastor, me I go all over Chilani, go preach, all over Chilani, go sing and all that stuff. Because at the time I could sing. Not like now, I can't sing. No. Right? Because I can't sing, no. And I don't know if I don't even know if I can preach now because I haven't preached in over 4 years.
Wow.
Right? But and he must say, yo, Pastor, you can't preach, you know. I listen to your preacher, I tell you, say, yo, you're bad, brother. And I say, oh, respect, you know. And when they don't know, so they must say, oh, yeah, Pastor, so what are you doing here? What are you in here for? And I say, yo, I just want to come misunderstanding when somebody else say, yo, me and them involved sexually when I go so. And them I said, you look good, man. You look good. You know, them girls are run down the pastor and them and thing. And Marky, during that same time, this whole scandal was going on with the Moravian pastor. So I don't know if it was a case where Sissoko was trying to prove a point or they were pressing to get something.
Oh.
Right? I really don't know. But I know that they were really at it. In addition to that, now, you know, we went there. They called me now. Two detectives. I don't know who them. I don't even remember them. You know, so one of them is some Mitchell, so right. And they called me now outside of the presence of my lawyer, wanting to question. So I was there and I'm like, yo. So they were asking, oh, where your phone? Them. I said, I don't have them. Obviously, I not have them because you know, see me with none. They're like, oh, so where them? There, I'm like, I don't know. Because at the same time, I can't say I know where them because I really don't know. I know I gave them to Mono at the time. And I don't know where I'm doing them. So I can't say I know. So I was like, I don't know. They're like, oh, so what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what they're here for. Me, I try to figure out what they're here for. You understand? So apparently they were going nowhere with me. So when the lawyer them reached now, so Monroe came and he came with another lawyer. That's when he introduced me to the lawyer who was on the case, right? And they proceeded to ask him questions. So before everything, the lawyer spoke to me and said, oh, answer them as honest as you can. If you don't wish to answer something, you don't have to answer it. Nobody can force you. So I'm like, oh, I'm good, I can answer honestly. They ask me them questions and tell me, oh, this is what I'm here. If I did this, if I was sexually involved with this minor. So I'm like, no. Then they asked me the one thing about 70 million different ways. And I'm like, no. Because the reality is, and I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm not going to say I'm the most handsome guy ever.
You're not the most handsome guy ever. Moving on.
Whatever. So, yeah, I'm not going to say I'm the most handsome guy ever. But I know I can look fun.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was a smooth guy. Right? It's not like, no, I'm a rugged and stuff. And I'm like, there were persons hitting on me. Especially with this culture where enough young girls feel like they must be first lady, right? In addition, I was newly engaged, planning to get married, and all of these things. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. If me want have sex so bad, I could have go get sex. And it
Well,
wouldn't
that's
be a
right.
man. It wouldn't be a man. Because multiple options are there with women. Even at UTech where I was studying, people
The
that
university
at
campus
UTech
life.
there were girls who would trick me say before me leave them afraid me.
And then you see, don't take Jamaican.
And they were very serious. I could have gotten sex if I wanted sex. It wasn't about sex for me. Right? I was not that I didn't have the desire for sex, of course, me didn't want sex. But I was saying, hey, ministry, relationship with God, hold on. Honoring the words of God, no sex before marriage. Get what I'm saying? And I was there honoring all that, and I'm like, yo, what really are going? So when everybody asks, yo, where they in for, I really don't know how to respond. I really didn't know how to respond to that. Get what I'm saying? So I really didn't know how to respond. But only thing I could have said, yo, I was accused of being involved with a minor. I couldn't tell them what gender. Them say, oh, I say, I don't know. You get me? I say, I really don't know. So them again asked me question a million and one time. Then them are gonna tell me who said it and what was said, the statement that was given.
What was the statement? What did the person
So
say?
based on what I remember is that they were saying that, oh, the person was saying he and I, we've had sexual encounters more than once. What, two, I think 2 to 3 times the statement said. And at the time when the statement was given, they were saying, oh, it happened the first of the new year. And I'm like, that makes no sense. At the time when you're saying that you and I were sexually involved at my house, because they said it happened at my house. My mother was at my house. In addition to that, my fiance spent the Christmas at my house at one of the event at one of the time when they must say, yo, this happened during that time. Because them say I'm the Christmas and it must happen the New Year. And I'm saying my mother spent the entire mid-December to about the first week of January with me in Trelawney. Right? And I'm saying the December, because I think that was the very first time, and that was before I got engaged, the Christmas coming. And that was when my mother officially met my fiance. Like she heard about her and they would have talked on the phone and whatever, but in terms of officially meeting, because my fiance was from Lucy in Hanover, right? And this was the time when they really got time, to the point where my fiance did all nervous at the time for meeting my mother.
Imagine how she feel to hear that.
So
God, no.
So they met, they had a wonderful weekend, and you know, we just chill. And my mother didn't really like her, she didn't like my mother, so I was happy for that. So she was there the Christmas. She spent Christmas with me. She left shortly after Christmas. I think it was like 2 days after. You have Christmas and Boxing Day, then 1 day. So she left the day after Boxing Day. My mother now would have spent all this time. So New Year, I spent with my mother at my house. And they must say, oh, it happened New Year. I'm like, this is impossible. Because one, my mother did it. It couldn't happen the Christmas. My fiance did it along with my mother. And one thing with me, people are always there for me, yeah. Right? Because that's who I was. I genuinely cared about people, Junior. So no matter what was happening, persons were always around me. You get what I'm saying?
And persons could attest
to the fact that
this did not happen.
This couldn't happen because personally, because we had another youngster from the church who his mother is one I told you was really close to me. So I was close to that family. Right? So they would come around. It was 3 brothers of them. They would come around. Right? And they had a sister. She would come around. Because at one point everybody that say, oh, me and them sister in a things.
Oh.
Right? And also there was somebody from my previous pastorate in Clarendon who he was studying in Mobile, so he would come up on weekends and he would play the keyboard at my church. So he would have come from Thursday night or Friday night of the day for youth fellowship Friday night, play keyboard, rehearsals on Saturday with the choir and praise and worship team, play Sunday and go back Monday. Right? So these persons were always there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I couldn't even be upset because I'm like.
So question: did you know the person who made the statement?
No, the person was a member of the church.
And you've had conversations with the person? Have you?
No, man, as someone who I knew, you know, like them come at the church, worship at the church, even share, because a young man who, to be honest with you, he had great potential. And I don't know anything about him now, but I'd say at the time he had great potential, like somebody who is focused, a brilliant young guy, right? But to be honest with you, I've never looked at him in that light.
Never, ever, ever. All I could see, just like how you see me roll with everybody now, I'm gonna say, my brother used to roll, we chat, we laugh.
So you were close with him like a friend?
Just like a regular pastor member relationship.
Okay.
Just like how you would have chill with your pastor and you'd have talk out. It was just as that innocent as ever. Nothing more. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So he had no reason from your perspective.
No reason.
To make a
so and that is why I'm like, where is all this coming from? Because I can't say there's a reason. Me not see nothing. There was no sign. Probably I was just being naive, but there was nothing to say. Oh, some interest in this or some nothing. So I was, as far as I'm concerned, this is a young man where respect me as a mentor and a role model. That was all I saw, right? Because I just like now. Like, my rule a certain way, so everybody knows, say, yo, Presley just a jovial, cool dude. And you know, just like at work now, where everybody there say, yo, Presley cool. So people will hang around me, but there's nothing more to it. It's the same thing, right? So I was really taken aback when I saw all this. I was really, to be honest with you, I was troubled, you know. I was troubled. But at the time, because everything was happening so fast, I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad. It's almost as if for the entire time, it was suppress all of my emotions. So I wasn't feeling anything at the time, right? I wasn't feeling anything. So then question go on. So till at the time, when the house in Trelawney, that same family that I was close to, I always give them one of my spare keys. So if anything, them can look over the house when I'm at school in the week in Kingston. Because now when I go to school, leave Monday morning for school, come back down Wednesday for Bible study, go back up Thursday, come back down Friday for youth fellowship, spend the weekend in Trelawney for youth fellowship Friday, rehearsals and choir practice Saturday, pre-church Sunday and do my church, go back up Monday, and that's how I would run it. Because I'm not going to say because I have school studying for it and I'm going to neglect my role as a pastor. No, that was not it.
You're actually like a pastor.
Yeah, I was the pastor. You know? So it was that was it. So now they go through them, do them questioning, get the same responses, because I really don't know, so I can't give them a do. And them tell me and all of this. So eventually, prior to that now, somebody did show me one long I speak and say, yo, if nothing, where them not hear, them hear something. And if where them hear, so they must stop me up with the I speak.
You know the prison, you know the jail.
And you wonder, how the hell I speak in a jail? But it did it. Cool? Because all phone in there too. So it don't really make a difference. So, the minute even more nervous this or no, because I say, the person I say, yo, this is what them are here, and if it goes to the development, the say, yo, see it oh God. Them already hear something and you so probably when me go, say me I go shower one of the day. Because I tell us, you know, yo, me not eat. I'm afraid to eat. I say, yo, I know I have to go over the little potty thing over there, so I'm afraid to use it. So I don't eat because I don't want to use the bathroom. So if you're not near me, nothing can come out. So I don't want to use the bathroom. When I go and look for the shower part, I see morass on top of morass. I say, oh no, I'm not being there. So I just don't be it. I just change new clothes. Because they can change the clothes and give me. So I just change the clothes. I'm not be it. Cool? And then toothpaste have to squeeze out in one bag because you can't have the tube in there. Soap, you have to cut the soap because you have to cut the toothbrush because you can't have the handle part. That's how they have it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is torture. Yo, this is torture. This is the lowest of the low. And I'm like, how am I reach here? So, how in God's name am I reach here? So, like, Mark, you know, make sure so I can't feel nothing. My emotions are suppressed. Because me didn't really allow my emotions to come out there. So, I probably break down every day. Just sit down, curl up in one corner and ball. I say, oh, man, I have to tough it out. Man, I have to be a real G. You get me? I say? So, we're there. And we're there. So now, I said that to the lawyer in front of the two detectives. Now I say, yo, somebody trick me down ice because yo, this already made note of that. Let's cover. Thing run off now. So the Sunday now, them come and carry something because funny enough.
So you're still in jail?
I was still in jail. I spent 11 days. So the Sunday now, them carry some stuff, come give me some change of clothes and food. Right? And because apparently I was not allowed visitors.
And your mommy is still not hear nothing?
Still,
Oh,
I
no,
don't know.
you don't
She
know.
could have heard. Probably she could have heard something, but I wouldn't have known. Because remember, I wouldn't have contacted. I wouldn't have come in
So
contact
probably
with
them know,
anybody.
but can't come
So
visit
yeah.
or nothing.
So and apparently I was not allowed visitors. The only person could have come contact me at the Monroe, which is my friend, who is a lawyer and an official lawyer. So so I'm there. Apparently no visitors. So me don't know what I keep or what I go on. And then now go out there. When me come back in and put on the food them now or something, me only feel when somebody draw me in my shirt collar now, draw me back. And by the time the person draw me back, which was a one hand dude, because one hand it cut off. So it's a one hand dude, them have one hand. Pull back my shirt because I saw, because you could have messed me. You know when somebody draw back and you look back, so you see a who. I'm feeling draw back. By the time I draw back now, me just see one of the man come down and I put on licks. So I say, yo, I want to go on there. So I cover my face. Because I say, yo, anything you want to do, you know, do it. But my face already ugly enough for it. I don't want nothing more panic. So I cover my face backside. Cover my face now. When I look, I see this, like, I see the handle of the ice pick. I come. So I see that now, I reel up. So I say, hey, me not did right or so. So I start fight back, and honestly, Perry, I don't know where the strength came from. Junior, I kid you not. I don't know where the strength came from. But me only know say, yo, I decided to have to fight back. And I did about 12 or more of them. So I fly up and so them I put on a something, I try to drop back a thump in the car. I say, even if I can't manage all of them, you know, I pick out one out of the lot, you know, I focus on the one day. So y'all let me, I beat you too. So now, they just, so me start put on back thump now, and I say, oh, I'm not take this. So, I mean, then now, I see the ice picker come, so it's like, I don't know, I swear to God, what angel did there minute.
Wow.
So, I see the ice picker come, so me dodge it. Me dodge it now, say, miss me, because at the time, that stab after my neck. So, me dodge it, say, miss me. Yo, so me I put it, so me try now, I try thump it out of the person, and, but it's like, I don't know how them do it, but it moves so fast. Everything is like
They're
so
professional
fast.
killers.
Can I tell you? So it move so fast. So I see it swing again, and it swing again. Me I try dodge it again, but this time when me I try dodge it again, it come and burst under here. So that's how I end up with a scar here. So it come and burst under here. So yeah, the scar there. So it come and burst under here. So me see blood now. No blood on my thing. If me see blood, me instantly feel like I go pass out. So I see the blood now, I tell you, say, I see the blood and water run out of my eyes same time. That was the first I felt something in terms of emotionally. Right? Water drop out of my eye. So me even start move even more, I start fight back even more. Because I say, yo, at the time, I only know say I feel the blood, but I not even know when I get the cut or whatever, or how I get the cut. I only know say I feel blood and I see blood. So, there I respond until eventually I see another police officer come and I say, yo, what go on, and then everybody move off. And then them take me up now, blood galore. I tell me about it, and I say I'm upset.
Oh, so you're bleeding from the mouth and other places?
No man, just
yourself.
Yes, remember, I don't know how deep it cut, but the amount of blood killed me dead. About 50 million stamp to the amount of blood we may see. Because it was a lot of blood, and I say, how come, even looking back at it now, I say, how come so much blood that come out of just under my eye here, so, you know what I mean? But it was a lot of blood. And then I saw them come and them I say, oh, we never know, or whatever. Somebody say, oh, I mean, I never know. I said this to you from the day before. And at the same time, it did look suspicious to me, because they came in, open, like, but there were total of 10 cells. One never did that work because that one was where the bathroom thing, the only working bathroom people can defecate there. So it would have been 9. And then 6 out of the 9 left them open, and then all of the ward and the police officer them run at the front part vanished.
Oh.
You can't tell me say that was not a setup. Cool?
Oh.
And then them are going like, oh, them never know. So I say, oh, no, know, and we're all under the day. And then I say, oh, them the door and they start focus on something. I say, right. Then I say, yo, I report this already from the time I meet my them say, yo, this was the case. Then I say, oh, they were not aware of that. I say, oh, if you're not aware of this, I'm gonna make it known. In the presence of the lawyers, the 2 lawyers, I made it known to the 2 detectives. right? I was angry, you know. Believe me, I was angry.
You started to feel some emotions.
Yeah, so
coming
some
on.
emotions because I was really angry. So I made it known in the presence of the two detectives with my two blind them. I say, you will never know about this. And then them I say, oh. So I went to the hospital, Falmouth Hospital now, to get stitches or for dressing. Mark you, me afraid of stitches bad. I'm not afraid of injection, but the fact say it's not just like one injection, but I need like I go out and I'm afraid of that. Cool. So when the doctor dressed it them time, my face was swollen, right? And the doctor something there, he must say stitches. So I start bawling, I say, oh, I'm not stitches. So he must say, alright, I'm not gonna put on stitches, I'm gonna put the gauze over it, or whatever them call the thing, put it over it. So me didn't know, me see another lady come in who I know her, right? And obviously she would have known me. So when her brother died, actually her brother died, I mean lucky me literally. When her brother died, I mean literally lucky me and did it with his wife until the what do you call it? Mark people come take up the body, right? And she was there. So the woman looked at my head to her, cut her hair and walk off. I said, right this again, my heart sink.
Yeah,
I said, a piece of disappointment
so we're getting to
run
like the
through me.
reactions
Yeah,
from
a piece of disappointment run through me. I say, yo, this, you know, I say, look at it. The very same people that we help, the very same people you're there in the midst of their pain. You man just look at me at the tongue and walk off. I'm like, oh, cool. And I was angry, and then that happened, and I just get, in addition to the anger, the disappointment, so the emotions started coming, and I didn't want to feel them at the time, so I tried my best to suppress all of them.
Yeah.
I tried my best to suppress all of them. So yeah, we went back. When we went back now, make them carry my other stuff, them come give me and carry me now at a holding cell now by myself. Throw mattress step on the ground. I'm in there, I tell you, say, even the food I never eat it. I never eat it. My daddy and in the blood up clothes and it's like my daddy in the blood up clothes and I look upon the blood up clothes and I look upon myself, and it's like that's when the reality started hitting me. Say, oh, Presley, this real, it's not a dream. It's a real thing, it's not a dream. And that's when for the first time since everything me literally break down entire, like eye water, nose knot, stabbing, you know, bawling, but not loud, bawling, me break down, because I mean one did in the cell there, I literally break down and I say, yo God, what happened? What going on? And I say, how me reach here, so? You know, me innocent in all of this, you know? So, and another police friend of mine worked there, Wayne Williams, so I asked if I could get a paper, because I just want something. When I feel so emotional, I either want to listen to music, read, or do something I like. So I say, I know I can't go listen to music, so I'm not think about that. So I say, yo, I asked in the newspaper, come on, read the newspaper. I just want something to read. So he sent the Gleaner to me, not knowing, so I didn't know that at that time there was an article in the Observer saying, oh, pastor under pressure, sexual something. You never know. So I guess it was a strategic thing for him to send me the Gleaner, because he wouldn't have wanted me to see the Observer to say, oh, this was plastered all over things. So it's not international news, brother.
Whoa.
So read the Gleaner and
you were how old at the time?
I was 27. Oh, 27. I tell you, my dad peak of everything, bro. Yeah, 27. So then I say, oh, this is real now. The realness of it start kicking in. So I quickly ball it out and tough it out and draw myself together. Then them tell me the other day, so they're going to send me to another police station all the way up at Clarkstown, Trelawney, at the Clarkstown police station. In the middle of the night, the people them carry me after 12 from the Falmouth station to the Clarkstown police station. Clarkstown now, apparently somebody from Falmouth, not a police officer I know, but another inmate from Falmouth already contact somebody
over there
at Clarkstown.
Jesus.
They say, oh, and Pastor man, I come up there in my body man and him get locked up because he touch on a little boy and blah blah blah. So me go up there now and then put me in that same ear. Someone say, oh, are the pastor that? Someone say, okay then. And I say, oh no, so now we with you a morning. Someone say, oh, so there's another set. This me I forgot to fight it out with. And I was there for about from the Sunday to the Friday to the Friday. And for the entire time I did there, me have to fight out with them people because God, them feel like them can gang me and do whatever they want to do.
You meet up and gang.
And exactly because of the nature of the allegation. And them feel so them can gang me and do whatever. And me decide to me not gonna make nobody come beat me up or beat me up or kill me for something I may not do. Because at the end of the day, I did not do this. I am innocent in all of this. You get what I'm saying? So me have to defend myself in, day out. Day in, day out. And so them try to gang me. One of them have to take a piece of board and I stop me. I have to take back something and clot him. And I see how this thing work, I look like a marker, but I swear to God, I'm killing him. You get me? I say,
pastor.
Again, thank you so much for watching. Indeed, it has been quite a journey, and I'm really happy that you are sharing in it by watching this video and giving your feedback. So again, continue to watch the videos that are coming. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. And thank you again for those who've been reaching out. I appreciate it. Big up. And again, Perry, bro, thank you a lot.